Hello and welcome to Rule of Three's video review for Battlefield Hardline, a first-person shooter from Visceral Games and DICE for everything but the Wii U. So this is the next entry into the Battlefield series, technically Battlefield 5, but it doesn't get a 5 because it's not a military shooter. It is the first Battlefield after the horrendous, the disappointing, and broken Battlefield 4. So I went to this game very cautiously, at least on the multiplayer front, because 4 really burned me, and I like Battlefield. However, I'm happy to report that Hardline not only is able to do actually something with the campaign to some extent, but is also a working game and not a broken piece of crap like Battlefield 4 was.
Give it the boot, Mendoza.
You know you need a warrant for that.
Play nice, boys.
So the story of Hardline is you play as Officer Nick Mendoza, who's a detective in the Miami Police Department, who is basically fighting the war on drugs. Specifically, I believe it's liquid cocaine is the main drug that it deals with. But it's basically just the war on drugs, and it's, his story about, his rise and fall and kind of crooked cops, criminals who aren't, are criminals to be criminals to some extent, as well as, friendly criminals. And it shows both kind of the criminals and the cops, and kind of both light and dark depending on what character. Because it does deal with like dirty cops and snitches and stuff like that. On the whole, the story is, it's decent. It's definitely one of the better Battlefield storylines. However, the only thing I didn't like about it is the characters never really develop. They just kind of stay flat. Nick has somewhat of a development, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially when you get into the gameplay. So it just kind of felt weird, but it's very predictable as well. Like, I knew exactly what was going to happen every step of the way. And the ending, I wish it didn't end like that, because once again, I don't like it when they end games with open-ended stuff, because I'm thinking they're going to make a Battlefield Hardline 2 now because of the ending, probably, or at least something that follows up. But on the whole, the story's still enjoyable. It's a good kind of police drama, and some why the characters don't grow. They aren't annoying and hate kind of annoying, but they all have kind of unique personalities and they all kind of work. But it would be nice to see some character growth.
Okay, where's he headed?
Tommy knows where the fuck he's going, Antonio. Tell him we're on our way.
Boring conversation anyway?
Gameplay is very similar for people who have played Battlefield. I'm going to go into the campaign gameplay because the campaign's a little different than the multiplayer. For campaign mode, the goal of the game is actually not to shoot people. It's actually to do stealth takedowns to arrest people. You gain more points from arresting people than shooting, which I don't believe you get any points for shooting people. And it's kind of a nice realistic touch to where, police don't shoot on sight. They try to, take down, which adds kind of a stealth element to the campaign. And the only thing I'm going to criticize there is the AI is really dumb. You can easily take down everything without getting caught easily. But it is a nice touch on Battlefield to have that kind of stealth element in it. And it works very nice. I do like the attention to making sure that the police aren't just shooty. However, later on in the game, the arresting takedowns make less sense. And if you play the campaign, it would make sense. But it's a nice little touch. As well as, other than the campaign, let's see, you have as you rank up in the campaign, you unlock new guns and stuff for the campaign only. And yeah, that's pretty much the only real set part, is just the stealth aspect for... there's also cases in each mission. There's a couple of cases that you can solve, and each mission has certain clues. If you collect all the clues, you unlock the special gun and get some bonus experience points, as well as a cool little kind of summary of what the case was. It's a really nice touch. I really did enjoy that, finding all the clues and trying to be that kind of detective, trying to solve them crimes. So that was kind of fun. So let's get into the multiplayer. So multiplayer, like I said, it works. So I'll tell you right now, I haven't had any problem, at least on the PS4. I heard the Xbox One was DDoS'd, but on the whole, Hardline works. So congratulations on not screwing up again, DICE. It has the same, basic modes of conquest, where you have to capture points, team deathmatch, and all the usual Battlefield stuff. However, it adds a couple of new modes. Heist, the criminals have to break into a vault, steal money, and then get the money away before the police catch them. Blood money is both they're trying to basically find the bag of money and steal it from the other team before they can get it to their side. That's kind of a fun one. Hotwire is my favorite. It's basically capture the flag, but with cars. And that was kind of fun. I suck at driving, but it was fun to do. Rescue is you have to basically rescue hostages from the criminals or the criminals by killing all the cops. But so it's kind of a nice little defensive game for the criminals. And Crosshair is the opposite. The cops are protecting a VIP, and the criminals are trying to kill that VIP. The VIP everybody only has one life. I didn't play this mode, but from what I understand, the VIP has one life. Everybody has multiple, but if the VIP dies, the criminals win. If you're able to get to the extraction point as the cops, you win. These modes are really fun. It actually adds a lot of variety to Battlefield, which is nice because it's been kind of repetitive. And while these modes are really nothing new to first-person shooters, I do like the kind of theme of cops versus robbers. It did work a lot better than I thought it would. The only criticism is if this ever happened in reality, it would make zero sense. And that's kind of where I think Hardline's at is, at least for going back to the campaign for gameplay, it would have made a nice game if they would have taken out a couple of times where it's pretty much saying, yes, this is a Battlefield game, we have this, and just focused on more of the cop aspect. Because there's one scene towards the beginning that's brilliant, and you never see kind of another scene like that would on kind of equal level of awesome and win. But on the whole, like I said, the game works. The only other thing I'm going to criticize is the unlocks are really weird because they did the battle packs only, and you can unlock different packs depending on what class you are. But it's just kind of weird. It doesn't work as well. I thought, like, at least Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 unlocks worked. But, if you've ever listened to any of my reviews on anything that has unlock systems, I don't like them, period. So I'm going to leave it at that. But on the whole, it works. It's a fun game, and I really enjoyed my time with it, more so than Battlefield 4, which is good because Battlefield 4 was crap.
Place doesn't have many windows, so smoke should be effective. I want a 3-man team going in here and another here. Snipers here and here.
Looks like Stoddard's got it all under control.
Fuck that. We had him first.
Hardline is not a true, evolution of Battlefield. It's still Battlefield as you would love and know it. However, it does fix all the issues I had with Battlefield 4 not working. And the campaign, I think, was a step in the right direction. They just need to work on, obviously, just making the story a little better next time around, especially if they do a Hardline 2. But otherwise, it was a fun game. I'm giving Battlefield Hardline a buy rating. This is definitely the return to kind of why I like Battlefield. And it was, it's a good, kind of not a military instead of focusing on cops and robbers. I didn't think it would be as fun as it was or, as cool. But it worked a lot better than I thought it would. And I had a blast. So there you go. So that's it for this review. The next review will be for Resident Evil Revelations 2, which will be coming out on Monday or Tuesday. After that, either Wednesday or Thursday will be Type 0, and then Saturday will be Bloodborne. I had a lot of work I got to do for the next few days. So thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to check out our website, ruler3.com, for all the latest news and updates I post, as well as Let's Play, which I'm actually going to announce in our podcast, which we post on Sunday. I have our first Let's Play planned out, and that should be coming out soon. Actually, probably not next week, but the following week will be the first episode. Other than that, make sure we have a Patreon campaign going right now, and that will continue to going. Please, if you like what we do and want to support us, if $1 is all I'm asking, if you want to donate, any more is well appreciated so we can get more stuff going on site, mostly so I can get the giveaways going again, and get some other things, faster and stuff. So please donate to that. Like us on Facebook and Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the YouTube, just click the subscribe button. If you're not, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe so you can know when all our videos go up. And that's it. So thanks for listening, everybody. And until next time, always remember to trust in the rule of 3.